Welcome to EHCichlids. I know it's been a while, it's actually been 2 weeks or so, but I've had both of my big tanks crash over the past week, and I've just had so much to do when it comes to schoolwork, so I've been basically pushed behind with a lot of the stuff I was going to do, like changing this tank. That was supposed to happen like 2 weeks ago. That didn't happen. I will do that probably this weekend when a lot of stuff is out of the way. But yeah, we have a lot to catch up on, so let's get moving. So as usual, we'll start over here at S2. As you can notice, one thing has changed that isn't involving any fish. I've realized this. It's pretty glaring what you can see behind my tanks. So I finally put backdrops on these three tanks. M1 and S1 also got backgrounds. So now, you don't see like the basement stairs or some of the junk that's behind my tanks. It's a lot more clear to see the fish. Other than that, the yellow ACI are still here. They have not gone anywhere. If none of you guys are really too interested in them, I'm probably going to start pawning them off to fish stores, because I have a lot of new fry coming up, and these fish just simply, they're not getting looked at. Although, if you want to check out my website, the link is in the description. They are the Fish of the Week currently. I've never actually explained what it is. Fish of the Week is basically a promotion I do every week. A different fish is the Fish of the Week, and for that week, that fish will be 25% off. So as opposed to the normal price, it'll be a little cheaper to buy these guys. Mainly as a last-ditch effort to get rid of these fish, because I need some room to make. Along with that, we have a Sino Mabamba female. That is a little Chalo white belly female, along with a little white top Afra female. So there's some of these fish I got in a shipment about maybe 2 weeks ago. Really completes a lot of breeding pairs and new strands that I really want to start getting going. Alright, so let's move over to the tank next door. Okay, so here is M1. Right now this is functioning as a grow out. Basically all the fish in here are fish I've gotten from a recent shipment. Some new breeds. I have some Trawavisi females in here, along with a male right here. He's looking really nice. I really like the coloring on this guy. There's a male white top Afra, basically like a backup male in case the one upstairs doesn't go all the way through. A new breed I'm going with, the Masobos. I'm not really sure how to pronounce them. I'm pretty sure it's Masobo. It's a type of Mbuna. Really good looking fish. This is the male right here. He's not up to full color yet. They kind of look a little bit like Johannies when they're done growing out. So that's probably what he'll look like. Along with that, we have some Taiwan Reef females for my Taiwan Reef male in the 150. Also my Pleco from the 150s down here. He cleaned up this tank. And that is actually my male Apache. Wasn't doing well in the 135 again because it had a crash last week. And I put him in here to better match better water quality for him. And he hasn't really improved that much, so I might have to put him in the med tank. I've been kind of refraining to do so because there's a fish with a fungus in there, and that fungus is very contagious, and I don't want him catching that fungus. So for the time being, he's just kind of healing up here. Okay, moving over to S1. The background isn't fully over this tank. There's a little bit that shows, but that's not too big a deal. I am going to get a longer background. It just hasn't been my priority. Also, I do want to get a working light. I have a light right there, but it doesn't work. I'm very tired of this tank being dark, especially with the background on it. This tank is now extremely dark, so I am going to invest in a light for this tank because, this is a little out of hand. Let me show you some peacock males I got from a new fish store. recently. Here's a sunshine male, very good looking male. Has a lot of blue in his face. I really think he's a good strain for my females upstairs. I also have a Eureka Red male here, or Eureka Jake, whatever you prefer to call it. He's really neat. I'm gonna get females for him. And then I have this male. He's a very dark, kind of blackish fish with red fins. I actually don't know what he is. I've tried looking up a fish like that, and I have gotten no results. So eventually I'll figure out what he is. Let's see. Also, you have the 5 red zebras here. The yellow labs, I think just the females are here. That didn't work out because I'm pretty sure one of the females is actually a male, and they just didn't breed. They were just tearing each other, so I didn't bother going through with that. I have my Venustus in here, my swallowtail females, my flavescent females, my a male and a female of a Textilis, the usual suspects. The Insignis that I have on my website are in here as well. So yeah, there's quite a bit of fish in here. So now we've seen these tanks, let's move on up to the table. Alright, over here at the table, we'll start at B2. Right up at the front here, there's an OB female. She came from a shipment yesterday, along with all the other fish in here. Along with that is a breeding colony of Turkish peacocks. They're kind of a new trend to the cichlid hobby. Not really a very well-known fish, but they've definitely kind of gained some traction on fish websites. So I decided to grab a strain, and hopefully we can roll with that for a while. Right next door in B1, there are a breeding colony of red-top Lawandas in here. Mixed it up, actually. Just did an outtake where I said the fish in B2 were the Lawandas, but it's B1. Yeah, similar color right now. They're both small. They're both silver. Very hard to tell sometimes. Along with that, there are 2 OB males. What ended up happening was the person I ordered my fish from, very reputable cichlid breeder. They gave me, instead of 3 females, they gave me a female and 2 males. But they were very good. They corrected the shipment, and I'm going to be getting those females in that I was supposed to get. Obviously, you know, I have so many males and no females. It's getting a little out of hand, so just imagine the frustration of just getting in more males. What I'm probably going to end up doing is letting these guys grow out, pick the 2 I like the most, and then sell the rest off. So you guys will probably see them on my website. They'll probably be pretty big fish too. I'll be selling off a couple of my OB males on my website. Alright, we're going to move over to I7. Usually I cut here, but I'm just going to do this all in one foul swoop. There's a Textilis holder in here. I don't think she was in here last week. I'm pretty sure that might have been the Apache female. But she didn't go all the way through. Along with that in this time, I don't know if also this was in between breaks. This actually got infested with roundworms. How that happened, I really don't know, but it took me a little while to get rid of them. I finally did, and now there's a Textilis in here. Right next door, in the box, another Textilis female. The male actually got 2 Textilis females, and the usual dragon blood as well. Alright, so let's go the other half of the 10 gallons. Alright, we're up here at I4. All there is really in here is just the dragon blood female that was in the box. Or actually, I don't think she was in the box last time. I think she held it in the break. But yeah, she's doing good. I got 2 dragon blood holding females, and dragon bloods are very popular, so that's good. I know you guys like dragon bloods, so it's a good thing to have. Moving on over here, there's a little bit of water on the floor, so I'm going to be a little careful. There's Rebeskins fry in here. They're growing out. A lot of food on the bottom. They haven't really been eating too well. I've been doing a lot of water changes, and also because I tend to make the food a little too big. I'm going to clean that out after the video. Although I do have a slight predicament. I actually ended up losing my breeder male, and I now can't put a picture on the website because I don't have a picture of the male, so I might actually have to go online and grab a picture to put on my website, which sucks. I don't usually like to do that. I like to use my own images, but, you know, there's nothing I can really do about that. You know, I can't put a female on there. You know, you guys are not going to buy it if there's just a cover of a female on there. I'll figure something out, though, and I'll try and get them on my website when they're ready and full size. So moving over to I-5, there is a possible Apache female holder. I think she was in here last time. I don't know if she's holding anymore. I don't think she is. So she'll probably be moving out of here, and the Textilus in the box will probably be moving into this tank instead. But, yeah, that's really it. So let's head on down to the 30 gallons. Alright, so now we're at the 30 gallons. Over here in I-3 are the EHCichlids fry from a couple weeks ago. They were in I-4. They've now graduated here. They're getting nice size. They're probably going to be on my website shortly. I know there's only 2 fish currently in stock, which is the 2 over in S1. So finally I'll add another 7 to that list. I know a lot of people have been viewing the EHCichlids, so a lot of people like them. So I'll definitely make sure to have more of those in stock. Over here in I-2 is a bunch of fish I got from my shipment yesterday. I'm very excited about some of these fish. These little striped looking fish are Williamsi blue lips. A type of Mbuna that I find really interesting and beautiful. Hoping to get a good strain, and hopefully I can build up a nice collection of them. Along with that are 2 more Jalo Reef Afra females, because in the crash I lost 2 of them, so I basically replaced them with 2 more. And they actually came in bigger than they did last time, so that's pretty impressive. Just as a little thing, we're going to head down to the med tank. It's green. That's new. It's been basically treating fungal problems. There's a lot of been a lot of fish in here lately due to all the tank crashing, but currently there's only 1 fish in here, and it's just one of my Azorius. I'm not sure if it's the male or female because the Azorius have been really dulled down lately, but it's been healing nicely, and hopefully I can get it recovered, unlike many of the fish during that crash. Alright, so let's move over to the 135. Alright, we're here at the 135. The tank has basically given me hell for the past 2 weeks. Basically, pretty much, right after that video I did 2 weeks ago was pretty much when this tank just completely started falling apart. That's the reason why I haven't posted anything in a while. I've been dealing with this tank, mostly. This tank has mostly been the tank where I've put a lot of my, new upcoming fish, because it's always been really good. It's never had issues, and the 150's kind of been bouncing around with various problems, but last week, this thing started going haywire, and the 150, as usual, went wrong, so I basically had like 20 fish in each of my 55 gallons, and fish sick everywhere because it was problematic in this tank, and really caused some serious problems. I'm not going to spend too much time on this tank, because if you watch the 135 gallon showcase, link to that video in the description. Yeah, nothing really happened. No new fish were added in here, just a couple of fish removed. So I don't think there's really much we need to go over in here. Alright, so let's move up to the 150. Okay, so now we're up at the 150 gallon. You might notice there's actually some different fish that were in here from the intro. As it turns out, this is actually a week after filming every other tank. As you know, I like to wait till the nighttime to do this tank because of the massive glare that comes off my windows and the doorway over there. And then in the process of waiting for that, I caught a really bad cold for about a week. So, yeah. I didn't want to bother refilming everything, so I figured I'd just say that before going into the 150 gallon in depth. Not really much change here either. Again, like I said, this tank crashed as well, so A couple of new fish, but nothing too crazy. Just want to show how maybe some fish have progressed. We actually, this female here, she was holding before. She didn't look like she went all the way through. So there's an update. There's a Venusis in here now. I don't know if that fish was in here 2 weeks ago, or actually 3 weeks ago, but probably was. Some other fish really showing some good promise. The rusty cichlid. He's looking really good. Trying to cover the doorway because the glare is unbearable. There's my Taiwan reef. Really going all over the place. Yeah, no point following him, but he's really gotten some blue in the face, so that's very exciting to hear. You also have some of the quagga gold females up here now. Other than that, I don't really think much has changed elsewise. You can probably tell I'm still sick. I can't get rid of this cold, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Other than that, nothing really too important. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe for more of these every other week.